start with the team news. How's the squad looking after the international break?
No, pretty good. We've got a couple of wee bit of illness here and there, and a couple of odd injuries. So Emerson's been a bit of sickness. Agard came back with a bit of grumbly hip, and Skamaka's got a sore knee. So we'll need to see how they are in the next few days.
Okay, cool. And we return on Sunday to a crunch game against Southampton. How important is that game for the run-in and the season ahead for you?
Really important. But I suppose it'll be put in the same category. We played Everton a few weeks ago. We had to play Notts Forest a few weeks ago. We've had Aston Villa since then. So very similar to all those games. Every game's hugely important. Sort of picking up 3 points would be great if we can do so. But all the games in the Premier League are so tough.
Yeah, and it's so tight at the bottom as well at the moment. How many points do you think the teams are going to need to stay up this season?
Well, I've not worked it out, but I'm looking to see that there's about 9 or 10 teams could be involved in the bottom end of the table. We're one of them, unfortunately. We hoped that we wouldn't be, but we are. And we have to find a way of making sure that we're safe come the end of the season, and I'm sure we will be.
And on Sunday, the fans are going to play a big part in that game. It's a huge game down the bottom. How much do you need their backing on Sunday?
Well, I think if ever we needed it, it's coming up to a period now. We've got a lot of home games in the next month coming up. We've got 9 games in April. So it's going to take a lot from the players, and anything the supporters can give will certainly add to hopefully their performance and the effort the players put in.
Yeah, and you feel you're really prepared for the game. Suddenly the players ready to go. Big game. Sunday.
Yeah, I do. I think the players are ready. I think we're in a good frame of mind, and I think we're ready to go and hopefully go on and try and pick up the points that we need to make sure that we're not near the bottom end of the league.
Nick?
Hi David, good afternoon.
Hi.
What do you think would be, from your point of view, the key to have a positive result this Sunday?
The simple things that we've got to score goals, and you don't concede any goals. That's simple. In between it comes a lot of other things, but focus, that we concentrate in the game, and we do everything we can to win the game. The most important thing is winning the game, and how we do that in many ways doesn't really matter, but we've got to get those wins under our belt now, which gets us away. We're into a really important stage of the season, and lots of games, difficult set of fixtures because of we've got 3 games in six days, so we have to take that and get everything we can from them.
When you look at the qualities that a player like James Ward-Prowse offers, how challenging is it to prepare and defend against the set of skills that he has?
Well, I don't know enough about James Ward-Prowse except for what I see. You'd probably be better asking the Southampton manager about James Ward-Prowse, but obviously we'll try and prepare our team to be ready to try and cause Southampton problems, to try and put them under pressure. What I do know of James Ward-Prowse, that he's a really good footballer, incredibly good set piece taker, and by all accounts a really good lad as well. So those factors we'll consider, but obviously I'm more interested in how we perform.
The European campaign brings more games in fatigue, but how much the satisfaction from your results there will have an impact on your performances domestically?
Well, I think our results in Europe have been really good. I think we've gone 10 unbeaten, and I think that's kept us going a little bit. It's kept a lot more belief. We're certainly not acting behind the scenes as if we're a team who are in the wrong part of the league, because I see the players around the club in good mood, good spirits. So partly that's to do with how positive our results in Europe have been.
From all of your years experiencing the Premier League, have you ever seen such a tight relegation battle with so many teams involved?
No, I think quite often teams have broke away from that point, and maybe not had so many teams probably fighting it out. But I think I said at the start, and I say week in, week out now, I think the Premier League, there's very little difference between a lot of teams. Of course, we've got 2 or 3 outstanding teams at the top of the league, but maybe after that there's not a great deal between a lot of teams, and getting the points, getting some good early wins at the start of the season can make that feel better. We didn't. We're now paying the price, and we're having to play catch up at the moment.
Because of the position in the table of both teams, do you sense a different approach, a different mindset from the players out of the game?
Well, we've only had them back one day, so it's difficult to sense anything really. You know, we're only getting them back. We're only bringing them back in to see they're all okay. So I couldn't give you an answer on that really. No.